The Google Pixel is the definitive Android device. It's the hardware stage that showcases the company's best software and demonstrates just what Android smartphones should be like, or at least it used to be. The original device was, simply put, awe-inspiring. The TV ad is, for me, the most iconic technology advert ever made. I remember seeing it and being rendered speechless, and of course I remember going all the way to Currys to buy that phone in person, which is something I've never done for any other tech product in my life. I'm not going to harp on about the change in direction that Google has taken with its Pixel series. If you want to hear about that, click the link in the description that will take you to my video on Android Authority about it. Today I want to show you that even though the OG Pixel has been out for 3.5 years, it still to this day encompasses what Google set out to do with it. Also, big shout out for Noah Herman for sourcing this unit for me. The genesis of Google's now iconic Pixel line took a very different approach to the previous Nexus line. Remember how the Nexus series was known for its poor cameras? Well, this device flips that on its head. And when you think about the best smartphone camera, the Pixel is always on that list. Otherwise, it lost the stereo speakers, gained a hefty performance boost, and made it all about that software. Notice how all of those external features are meh and boring. The bezels were clear and plain, the back was decidedly flat, including where the Pixel's greatest feature lies, its camera. It wasn't about earth-shattering hardware, and the smartphone perfectly reflects this. Google was making a statement, implicitly saying that everything important was under the bonnet, and I think that gets lost on a lot of people, even to this day. Because if you take that rather boring and aged design and throw it out the window, the Pixel would still make a good mid-ranger in 2020. And that's not necessarily something you could say about the Galaxy S7 or LG G5. It's got decent performance, which is proven by its ability to keep up in day-to-day applications and even light gaming. I don't think many people would complain about its performance for the price that you pay today. The Snapdragon 821 was as fresh a system on chip as you could get back when this was released, and I think that was a great decision to make because it just improved longevity over using an older chip. The Pixel 4 uses the Snapdragon 855 instead of the 855 Plus that was even available at the time, and you can kind of see the change in direction here. But as great as that performance hardware is, what we really need to thank is Google's unparalleled software support. This device came out in October of 2016, the same year in which Samsung's Galaxy S7 and LG's G5 released. Those phones stopped receiving Android platform updates back in 8.0 Oreo, but the Google Pixel just stopped at Android 10. Android 10 on a 2016 device. You have to give it to Google for this amazing support. This is unparalleled. This is not something we've seen in the Android space before. It's going that extra mile that makes using a Pixel device special, something unique and something that you don't get with other smartphones. I want to take a little bit of time to talk about the Pixel's camera because this video is about the Pixel, so why wouldn't I? I get that versatility has never been the camera's strong suit, and I'll admit that I gave Google crap about not putting an ultra-wide camera in its Pixel 4, but there's a lot to be said about the brilliance of Google's computational photography. This original unit produces photos that don't look like they've come from a 2016 smartphone. I'm going to put up some of my favourites, including those that I took way back in 2016 with some earlier software. I had a lot of fun with this camera. Me and my friends, Callum, Morgan, and actually my girlfriend Katie that I'm with now that I met back in 2016, had some great memories taking photos with the Pixel. We'd go out in all manner of weather conditions to take photos and capture memories. The Pixel never failed. It never missed a beat, and crucially, it never let me down to capture what that year meant to me. Maybe I'm a bit biased because 2016 was the best year of my life, and I'd do anything to go back and be that happy again. But the Google Pixel capped off what was truly incredible about that year for me, and it's for that reason that I really have to thank Google for making such a great smartphone. Call it what you want, but in my eyes, this thing's alright. And that about caps off why the Google Pixel was just so important to me. Now, I'll admit I'm not a massive Pixel fan. You know, I don't rock a Pixel 4 even though there is one here. I don't rock it as a daily smartphone because it's just not my thing. But that Google Pixel, that first Google Pixel was just, there was just something special about it. And I don't think that Google's really replicated that since. Now, if you're looking for, should you buy a Google Pixel, should you use a Google Pixel in 2020, I'm going to have a separate video on that. I just kind of wanted to use this as a platform to express myself a bit more. And you've probably noticed that in a lot of the videos that I've made recently. I've kind of missed being able to just express myself on a page, on a script, and then make a video about it. So yeah, you don't worry about that. There will be a video coming, maybe even the next video or previous video, I'm not sure which order I'm going to put this in, of why you should still buy a Google Pixel, the usability and stuff like that. Let me know what you think about the Google Pixel series. Have you seen it kind of decline in its importance or maybe in its quality? I certainly think that the Google Pixel 4 wasn't quite what I was expecting, and I'm hoping that the Google Pixel 5, and more importantly to me, the 4A, just becomes something that encapsulates what Google was meant to do with that first Pixel. Anyway, I want to thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank Noah Herman massively for sourcing this phone for me. So thank you so much, my man. And he's recently passed 100k. I'm sure I don't need to talk about his channel again, but it's an awesome channel. So do go and check that out if you have a spare few minutes. Please do like, dislike, comment and subscribe to never miss a video like this one from me. And also in the video description, I'm going to leave links to where you can buy the Google Pixel on Amazon, and I'll leave a link to my Patreon, which is what I was going to say is I want to thank my patrons for continually supporting me. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. So you're not forgotten, I promise. Thank you all so much for watching. I've been Ryan Thomas, and I'll see you later. Peace.